Welcome YouTubers to 777 Bradford Drivers Forum. Today it's a different video altogether, off the wall. I've just been digging out some of my 45s of the Clash, and like I say, I've got the so on Complete Control, I think, City of the Dead and Complete Control, and we've got the Clash there. Which one's that one? Say English Civil War, Pressure to Drop, and Capital Radio, and that's an EP, this one. What's on this one? So like, I Fought the Law, Groovy Times, Gates of the West, and Capital Radio, and Clash City Rockers, White Man and Hammersmith Palais, and Daddy Was a Bank Robber. And my prized possession there is When I Met the Clash, Mick Jones autograph. I did have Joe Strummer, all the others, but I had them on a cup, funny enough, and my mum threw it out. I was really annoyed. That was it. I was in Canterbury. I had got a train, and it was 1980. And I wanted to keep the card because I got one of his autographs on the back there. So it's Mick Jones. Quite proud of that, keeping that. And what we're doing today, obviously, is this record here. Now I've got this record from a friend. He gave it to me. I done him a favour, and he said, "Do you want this record?" And I went, "The Clash, yeah, of course I do." Well, it was a promotional only, which is very rare. And today I'm going to you can hear this. It's about 40 years since I've had this. It's 1977, this one, and it's an interview by Tony Parsons. He's I think he worked for the NME, get it right, magazine, I believe, and he was doing an interview, I believe. He was a privateer anyway. He was a music reporter, and he's done an interview with the Clash on the actual tube. It sounds like they're on a tube station. Actually, there's the picture there, and we're on I say a tube station. There was on a tube going somewhere. I don't know where, but it's a recording. It's out there, and I don't know if anyone's heard this recording before. I think it's quite rare, to be honest. So you're going to be lucky today to hear this recording. Like I say, I haven't played it. I must play it. It's got to be about 30-40 years ago. That's because I was into punk then, big time, and when someone gave me this one, and I thought, well, I kept it. Obviously, it's a promo one. It's not for sale. Promotional only. So there you go. So I'm very pleased to have this record, and I've kept it with a number of other records. I've got quite a few albums by the Clash as well, so they're up in the loft. Should get them down really. So I'm going to play this one to you, both sides, A and B, and I think Capital Radio is on one of them, and another tune's on another. And if you're offended by some of the language on here, I do apologise, but you've got to understand it was 1977 and things are a little bit, language and expressions were different in them days. It's not as politically correct as it is today. So, okay, so we're going to kick off with the A side, or side one, and this is just a new thing I'm doing now, so enough of the waffle, let's get on with it.
Yeah, right. And when I saw the Pistols, right, I suddenly realised that I wasn't alone in the fact that I couldn't play too well. You know what I mean? I was in a group with all these people who could play quite well, you know, and I felt inferior because of it, you know. And when I saw the Pistols, I thought it was great because it just suddenly struck me that it didn't have to matter that much, you know. Yeah. And then I said to the other guys in my group, "Wow, what a great group!" And they all went, Right, and then these guys, I met these guys, and I thought they looked great. And they said they got the group, so I said I was interested. so we had a go with it. I just joined it.
You had the name in?
No, he got the name.
Where's the name from?
These are brains behind the group.
We say what we want, right, and people will either like catch onto it and get hold of it, right, and grasp what we've got, right, or they won't, right, and it's up to them, right. I mean, we ain't gonna like fucking preach and preach and preach, right, until it sounds like fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? Like you can sound like some kind of evangelist.
But talking about the single now,
No, I think I like it like that because the first time we went to the studio with a famous producer, he said to me, look, you better pronounce the words right. So I made a big deal of it. I really tried to pronounce it, and I just took all the piss out of it. You know, it just sounded like Matt Monroe was doing it, right? So I said, bollocks, I'm never doing that again. So, and like, to me, it's like Jamaican stuff, right? You know, you can't understand the Jamaican stuff until you listen to it about 100 times, right? And then you get it, right? But the same with this, right? If people can't understand it, then too bad.
what you work in the waltz? So you got any idea what you work in the waltz?
Well, I've got my idea, right?
Yeah.
But I only tell the other two about it when I feel like it, right? He's got his idea, right? And mostly I think it's rubbish, right? And he doesn't have any ideas at all.
Fuck off, you cunt. You don't know what they fucking are anyway.
See? That's how it is.
Like you, I've got plenty of it.
Me and Joe have a great partnership, right? He won't let me live with him, right? Because he thinks he'll spoil it, right?
Because he's...
And also, we don't agree on hardly anything, right? Because, like,
But we are working on the same thing, aren't we?
Joe is more salt of the earth. Basically, we hate each other, right? Because we're jealous of each other most of the time, right? We say different things, right? But we're always in competition.
I don't hate you, I don't
Like you.
I don't think enough of you to hate you.
I hate the fucking both of us.
No, I really hate you as well.
How do you write, when you write songs, you know, how do you want to get an idea or...
Yeah, like, we get ideas, right? And like, he does, at the moment, right, he's doing a lot of the words, right? And I'm doing a lot of the music, right? But it ain't always good stuff.
But we go around his house and
Right,
knock
we
it up.
just sit up.
Yeah, and they try and get
In
some
my room.
dopey lines like pension.
He's our final filtering service.
When you're putting it,
Don't listen to this, Drew.
it's great. That's the end.